God adds, my darling. Get ready for an incredible journey full of wonderful things in your life, like being extremely healthy and having a ton of happiness and success like this video, which includes a lot of money. If you believe in Jesus, I am always knocking on your heart door, waiting patiently to be let inside. My kind and loving God wants to be a big part of your life, guiding you every step of the way, so don't be scared to open the door. Upon entering your home, I will bestow upon you my love, happiness, and, God willing, your wealth will multiply at an exponential rate. Embrace your most irrational desires. I hope you pay off all your debts before they're due. This season of achievement and financial independence is yours. Seize it fully. A deluge of blessings from above is about to pleasantly surprise you. Maintain a close connection to His presence and listen to His directions. Since this week is going to be jam-packed with blessings, my darling, I have been with you through all of your low points. Trustingly, it may have seemed impossible, but I've been with you all weekend, and I want you to know that change is coming. At times, things that seemed unbreakable would eventually give way. There will be answers to problems that seemed intractable. You will unlock doors you never knew existed once the things that held you back are no longer able to control you. The door will swing open, and you'll be able to see previously unimaginable destinations. Hold on tight to these opportunities. I'm sending you presents, and you will hear encouraging comments. This could be someone close to you, someone you don't know, or even yourself. Pay close attention, because these words will bring you physical and mental ease, a rejuvenated vitality. Your infirmities will improve, and the pressures will start to lift you up. For your health, it's like starting again. You will experience spiritual as well as physical growth this weekend. The things you go through and learn will shape you in ways you can't predict. Envision it as a development that endures forever. Finally, you will feel victorious in both little and big ways. Small victories include finishing a chore, facing a fear, or meeting a challenge. No matter how big or small, it is a manifestation of your power and my love for you. No matter how big or small it is, always keep in mind that summer is a time of renewal for my kid. Each star in the sky reveals an endless potential. I am waiting for you. Somewhere in this enormous cosmos, you will find a unique home. I am aware that there have been instances where you may have experienced times of solitude when you doubted your value and purpose, but always remember that you were crafted with care, love, and a special purpose. There will be highs and lows along the way in life. With each stride and breath, I am by your side, and the God inside you loves and cheers you on. There will be moments when your path is clear, and others when you may feel as though you've lost your way. This weekend is special because it symbolizes your future with great things. But don't sit around and hope for beneficial things to happen. Instead, actively seek them out. Go for it. Have faith in yourself. I think Vui enjoys life's little pleasures. What makes life worthwhile are the little things. A kind remark, an embrace, a breathtaking sunset. Such times bring us together and serve as a gentle reminder of the enchantment and splendor in our environment. Be brave when faced with adversity. Remember that these challenges are opportunities to grow in faith and perseverance. Please God, in order to receive God's favor, you must conquer obstacles. Doing so brings you closer to your authentic self while also strengthening you physically and spiritually. Keep celebrating your victories. No matter how little, everything you achieve is a result of your perseverance, commitment, and the encouragement of others in your life. You have company. Some people will always be there for you because they care about you, and want you to succeed. Contact them. Trust them. When you feel weak, let them be your rock. Be vulnerable. And above all, always have trust in yourself. Those around you, the cosmos and me. When you have faith, anything is possible. So my darling, prepare yourself. You are about to embark on an incredible journey this weekend. One that will take you through love, joy, hardship, and victory as it leads you to your own purpose and identity. Sometimes in life, no matter how much effort you put in, it seems like nothing is falling into place. Area, even though you may not always see it, it is at times when I'm closest to you, my beloved child. Ever since your birth, I have kept tabs on you at your lowest points. When you felt helpless and abandoned, I was there to hold your hand through every tear you've cried and every agony you felt. On days when you felt like giving up, you probably questioned your ability to persevere. I've overheard people pleading quietly, praying in hushed tones for the fortitude to face another day. Every time, I sent a wave of optimism, a little prod to encourage you to persevere. The weight of the world seemed to be crushing you on that rainy day. But suddenly, as if by magic, the clouds split and a beam of sunlight caressed your face. That was me, trying to tell you that if you can just hang in there through the difficult times, eventually, positive things will come out. Signs, those unexpected communications from me, were there when you were having trouble deciding and weren't sure which direction to go. Friends, spontaneous inspiration from a book, or the consoling words of a stranger guided you through the seemingly endless night and the ensnaring misery. My intention was to inspire you with visions of brighter days, demonstrating your unrealized potential. Every time you felt lost and discouraged due to a closed door, failure, or rejection, I was molding you, forming your character, and making you robust because I knew that it was through the obstacles that you grew. So proud of the strength I gave you because you found your true self every morning, no matter how heavy your heart was. Every breath you take is a blessing, a chance to seize the day, make a positive impact, and experience love firsthand. Even while you were going through a tough time, I saw you still finding a way to assist others around you. Your selfless deeds and displays of affection will reverberate forever, and I felt an overwhelming sense of pleasure, knowing that you were fulfilling the destiny I had planned for you at that very time. Nobody ever said life was going to be easy. There are many challenges in this world, yet, my beloved, you should never give up on them. You don't know how much strength you have in my limitless love for you. I am here to support you when you feel like giving up. Count on me to provide a solid foundation for you. You are everything to me, even if you have doubted your worth and felt small. We know every thought you have, and we count every hair on your head, for every tear that falls from your cheek. Know that you are one of a kind and cherished. Before this, I was for every joy we've shared. I've been there to wipe away the tears. Life is a journey, and I'm here for you every step of the way. When you fall, I'll be there to catch you, and I watch with pride. But always remember that you are a thread in a tapestry, and even the darkest moments have a purpose. Trust me, even when you can't see the big picture, every difficulty, joy, and sorrow is molding you into the incredible person God intended for you. So, my darling, remember that I'm always by your side. I am leading, loving, and empowering you You have a unique destiny, and my love and support can help you achieve anything. Keep believing in yourself and the possibility of better days ahead. I will always be by your side, and we will always be by your side, and we will overcome any obstacle that stands in our way. Life is full of ups and downs, as well as obstacles that may seem insurmountable at times. However, my precious child, when you feel anxious and depressed, remember to speak to me, show up, and provide comfort and appreciation. Influence how you see things. Every morning, before you even think about the challenges that lie ahead, shut your eyes and say a prayer of gratitude. You can express your gratitude. You can express your gratitude for the new day that has come your way, or for the comfortable bed you've slept in. There are new concerns that arise every day. Perhaps you're anxious about a looming deadline, a quarrel with a buddy, or life's inherent uncertainties. However, for every worry, there are many often overlooked benefits. Think about the air you inhale. Every breath is a blessing and a reminder of the life energy inside you. Yet it's simple to overlook this vital gift of life. Just sit quietly for a second and be grateful. No matter how basic the dinner is, always keep in mind the food on your table. When you eat, what you put into your body is fuel. Enjoy every insult. Think about the unseen hands, the farmers, the cocks, and everyone else that worked to make it happen. Offer some appreciation. Let your thoughts drift to the loved ones, acquaintances, and even complete strangers who have. Perhaps I extended a helping hand to you. Every single one of us is a mini universe of feelings, experiences, and narratives. If they have brought a smile to your face or provided a helping hand during difficult times, then you should celebrate their presence in your life. Think about the earth getting the water it needs, instead of complaining about the weather. Despite how terrible they seemed at the time, your hardships are shaping you. Soak up the rain and be grateful for the soil. It nurtures. You learn perseverance, hardship, and being humble allows you to appreciate the transient nature of life's challenges, even if you haven't conquered them yet. Reflect on the moments of joy, however fleeting, the laughter shared with a friend, the warmth of the sun on a cold day, that lifted your spirits. Praise be to Jesus Christ, Lord of all creation. Gratitude is the key to overcoming these moments. So make sure to express your appreciation every day. When you begin each day with gratitude, you'll notice that your worries fade away. Of course, challenges will remain, but you'll be better prepared. Through our conversations and the practice of gratitude, you will learn to see challenges as opportunities and successes as stepping stones on the path to a more positive outlook. When you change your perspective to see the good, you find inner calm. You'll feel a weight lifted off your shoulders. Walk with greater confidence and discover answers to your issues more readily. The ability to muster up perseverance in the face of adversity is like donning a shield. When you lie down to sleep at night, instead of focusing on the negative, remind yourself of all the positive things happening in your life. Concerns encroach on your mind. Consider all your advantages. A sense of calmness will envelop you. Knowing that you have support helps you sleep better at night. I will never leave your side. Remember this simple phrase the next time worry tries to creep in, my little kid. Gather your thoughts, give gratitude, and commune with God. The world may still seem chaotic, but you can manage it with elegance and tranquility by using appreciation as your rage. There will be bright days and storms along this road we call life. But when you have an attitude of thankfulness, every second is a gift. Gratitude is the answer to every difficulty, possibility, and day. May it fill your soul with melody illuminating your perspective on life. In exchange, I vow to be at peace with you. Life is full of unexpected twists and turns, even when you least expect them. My darling, when you're going through tough times, it's vital to remember that life throws you curveballs, but they shouldn't leave you feeling terrified or sad. One thing is certain: God is like a best friend, always there to cheer you on and protect you from harm. Envision your closest buddy as someone who will never leave your side and who understands your greatest hopes and worst fears. God is similar to a friend you would reach out to when you're feeling down, but on a much larger scale. Going to God won't help you. Fancy phrases and ceremonies are unnecessary. Express yourself honestly. When you're feeling lost, it's okay to share your fears, hopes, and pleasures. Determine your course of action. Imagine a friend who is willing to listen to you vent, offer suggestions, or simply be there to listen. God hears your innermost prayers and speaks to you in a still, little voice to guide you. Having a companion by your side may make things seem more manageable. Even when the world seems like a large, daunting place at times, God provides such solace. When He's by your side, difficulties seem less daunting and darkness less pervasive. God's love for you is like a friend's unfaltering support. In both positive times and bad, when you feel weak or uncertain, He is always there, waiting for you to reach out, regardless of whether you make errors or feel like you've strayed away. You are being strengthened by God. When you're feeling unsteady, it's like having a trusted companion by your side, ready to provide a helping hand and a supportive cushion to cushion your fall. Like a buddy who brings over your favorite food or movie when you're feeling low. God is always there to remind you that you're never really alone. God bestows small favors on you. Child's laughter, the beauty of a sunset, or the kindness of a stranger may all be considered spirits. In these ways, God cares for us. Everyone wants to feel safe and secure, like having a friend who will accompany you home when it's dark, or who will check on you when you're sick. God is the one who surrounds you and keeps you safe. Even if you can't perceive it, He's always watching over you, making sure you're safe and giving you a helping hand when you need it. Do you remember the enjoyable old days of sharing enjoyable chuckle with your friends? The ways in which God brightens your life are limitless. He bestows His gifts on us in the form of birdsong, fragrant flowers, and heartfelt music. Enjoy life's triumphs with God as much as you would with a trusted friend. Thank Him for the milestones, unexpected delights, and pleasant times. Rely on Him and share your anxieties, disappointments, and tears when circumstances are bad, no matter how far away they are physically. Best friends always stay in touch. Also, your relationship with God is everlasting, regardless of your physical location. What you're experiencing, or who you are, is just a thought away. Developing a deeper connection with God is similar to tending to a friendship. Both take openness, honesty, and love, and just like any other friendship, it becomes stronger with continued investment. So, my darling, keep in mind that God is your ultimate best friend, whether you feel overwhelmed by life or worried and unhappy. His presence is a constant source of support, wisdom, and encouragement. With His help, you can overcome any difficulty, no matter how large. Wonderful. Embrace this heavenly camaraderie. Pray to God every day. Tell Him everything that's going on in your life, and let His love and wisdom permeate every moment. Within this extraordinary connection, you will discover solace, power, and an eternal love that intensifies with the passage of time. There will be ups and downs, detours, and turns on the road of life. Sometimes it could seem puzzling and utterly unexpected. Your plan is unique and made with love and purpose, my darling. So hold on to it. Joy. Even when you weren't aware of it, God was watching over you and directing your movements from the time you breathed your first breath. In the same way that a parent may lay out a treasure hunt for their kid, God has scattered benefits, lessons, and clues all along your journey. A higher power orchestrates everything that happens to you, both good and evil. Consider the difficulties you encounter, even though they were overwhelming at the moment. Those challenges serve to mold you into someone more capable, smart, and tough. With every obstacle you conquer, an element of your one-of-a-kind tale. Think back on the joyful time and the unexpected gifts. God's method is to remind you of His everlasting love and the pleasure that seems to work for you. The laughter, the love type. Amen. These are just coincidences. If you needed this, then you already have it. Also, God has given you certain gifts, your interests, aspirations, and abilities to help you fulfill your mission in life. Perhaps you possess a net for assisting people, or maybe your voice lacks the power to impact hearts. Let me explain. I will guide you towards the road that God has prepared. My sweet child, God is with you like a compass, leading you back and making sure you're always going in the correct direction, even when you feel like you've strayed from the road and are lost. There is a missing piece to the puzzle in every meeting you have, no matter how little. At first glance, certain parts may seem disjointed or superfluous. Yet, as you get a better understanding of the whole, you'll discover how each component contributes flawlessly to create a masterpiece. Flawlessly to create a masterpiece. God's plan for your life is more than merely reaching certain goals. It's about maturing, discovering your purpose, and loving in a way that leaves an indelible impression on the world that will last forever. Your connections, the love you provide and receive, and the compassion you display all contribute greatly to this higher purpose. These encounters impart the importance of empathy, suffering, and love. At times, you may experience, my precious kid, despite being impatient and seeking instant gratification, possesses the patience of a saint and understands the importance of experiencing life as it unfolds on God's timeline. My precious kid, despite being impatient and seeking instant gratification, possesses the patience of a saint and understands the importance of experiencing life as it unfolds on God's timeline. Your tale takes on more nuance and significance as you navigate scare days. Uniquely keep in mind that He is the master storyteller, and He is the master storyteller, and He is crafting an incredible tale just for you that surround you when uncertainties imprison your thoughts and fear your heart. Keep in mind that He is the master storyteller and that He is crafting an incredible tale just for you. Your conviction and confidence in this. You must have a plan. It's the guiding light that shines through the darkest times, the rock that holds you steady as waves of life wash over you. Life is like a labyrinth with many winding paths and options. But my darling, you have the greatest guide, guiding you through each twist and turn. God puts His faith in His counsel because He can see the forest for the trees and can show you the way to a prosperous and joyful future. If you believe that angels exist, take into account the vastness of the cosmos. A loving and wise God meticulously crafted the intricate workings of all living things and the splendor of nature. Similarly, when you find yourself at a crossroads and unsure of your direction, God has a plan that serves your best interest. Like a parent holding their child's hand to keep them from tripping, Think of God as your guiding compass. No matter what, God is with you, leading you hand in hand. There is an opportunity for growth in every difficulty you confront. During these times, God is speaking to you, encouraging you in the right direction and offering you guidance as you mature. Do nothing more than pay attention. The most picturesque places frequently have the bumpiest roads. So don't be surprised if his counsel occasionally takes you down roads you never thought you'd choose. God ensures that the journey is about more than just getting there. It's also about the strength and wisdom you'll gain from the good times, as well as the lessons you'll learn. It's simple to trust in God's wisdom and sense his presence. Count on him most at the darkest hours, when uncertainties cast a shadow over your decisions and terror settles into your soul, because he is at work in the background, transforming every difficulty into a chance and every defeat into a stage for a triumphant return. In the same way that a skilled craftsman shapes a piece of wood into a stunning masterpiece, God is shaping your life to be the greatest version of who you can be. You may feel his expert hand sculpting in your life with every word of wisdom and indication he gives you. There is a calm, comforting voice that knows your history, your current situation, and your destiny within the din of competing viewpoints, recommendations, and the many voices dictating your morality. God owns that voice. If you want to follow God's guidance, you have to put your confidence in something greater than yourself and whatever problem you're facing. Your faith is rooted in an everlasting love, boundless knowledge, and an everlasting plan. Like the perfect sentences you see, the blossoming flowers and the twinkling stars in the sky, the pleasure you feel, the lessons you learn, and the milestones you reach are all components of God's amazing plan for you. Having dreams is quite normal. Future goals and aspirations, but keep in mind that they must be in harmony with God's counsel, because it is in this manner that you will discover that your dreams not only materialize, but even exceed your most ardent anticipations. Having faith means releasing. Despite the fog covering the road ahead, remain hopeful and continue to walk boldly. God, with his eye, is bringing you to a place of blessings and delight. Even in the middle of turmoil, trusting God's counsel provides serenity. When you follow a path that leads to wonderful things in the future, you experience a sense of comfort. This faith will serve as a barrier between you and the uncertainties, worries, and doubts that life throws at you. Trust in God's guidance as you navigate life's challenges. My precious child, may it shine brightly. His words hold the key to a future that is great and glorious, helping you face the night and giving you the energy to face the day. Put your trust in God and go forward, step. He will be your strength and guide you to your destiny. Life is like a roller coaster, full of ups and downs, joyful moments, and difficult times. But my darling, no matter what, one thing is constant: God's love, physical presence. He has never left your side, and he will never leave yours now either, providing the same unwavering support that he did in the past. Recall the moments when you felt lost and the world seemed to overwhelm you, yet you found the strength to tackle the next day, and ultimately things turned around. These are the memories to draw on when times become bad. God was always with you, providing the strength and guidance you needed to navigate through the challenging times. Every challenge you've overcome and every obstacle you've overcome is an accomplishment. Like a parent sneaking a piece of candy into their child's pocket for a surprise, God has placed tiny gifts and strengths in your life, which you may not have recognized until you needed them the most. There's a reassuring regularity to how God works. You won't realize it now, but he stood by your side when you needed him most, even in the darkest hours when you felt completely alone. Remembering God's assistance is as simple as hearing a soft murmur in your ear, feeling a little push to go onward, or sensing an unseen hand grasping yours securely. He is there for us during the major turning points in our lives, the major milestones. But he is also there for us at the little turning points, such as when you locate a misplaced sock, when you catch a bus at the last minute, and when a complete stranger gives merry kindness as time goes on. These are the subtle ways that God helps and encourages you. Like a lighthouse leading a ship safely to land, God's presence and his promise to aid remain constant, no matter what. New problems emerge, circumstances change, and the world appears different. You can handle any challenge if you believe God will be with you, no matter how dark the night or how rough the sea. This trust protects you from feelings of hopelessness and despair. God hears and sees your every word and tear. He does not ignore your hardships. As he has many times before, he will appear unexpectedly and give you the strength and support you need. No, I have faith in God's plan. Imagine the people in your life, the new acquaintances you meet, the old loves that spark again, and the random acts of generosity that come your way. These occurrences are not random, but rather God's means of communicating with us via his creation. We learn a lot from life. In the face of adversity, you have the opportunity to learn and develop. And while you navigate through these trials, God is there, gently instructing you and giving you the strength to persevere. Going forward, think back on instances when answers materialized out of thin air, such as when you were at a loss and a solution or strategy just clicked. That's God at work, coordinating everything to make sure you have the assistance you need. The power and help God gives you show his unending love for you. This love never ends, is always there for you, and demands nothing in return. Therefore, my darling, as you make your way, as you go through life, remember that God is and always will be a rock. Take stock of the past. He has promised to help and elevate you forever in times of weakness, confusion, or overwhelming. Remember the times when God blessed you in unexpected ways, and use those experiences to bolster your faith. No task is too great, and no obstacle is too formidable. Go forth with confidence. It's comforting to know that you have a support system in place. God is always looking over you, guiding you, and ready to lend a hand when things get tough. With his strength, you can face obstacles head on and come out stronger on the other side. God's embrace is the love that leads us to tomorrow. Life is a magnificent journey, a complex web of emotions, experiences, and events. However, my beloved child, there is one thing that remains constant: God's everlasting presence and love. Imagine that he's never really left your side. Despite the most violent waves, this conviction will guide your ship. Remember the moments of uncertainty and misery, the times when you felt lost and alone. Let your mind wander to the unexpected embrace of warmth and tranquility that washed over you. It was God's love, enveloping you like a cloak and shielding you from the storms of this world. God's love, not an abstract idea, but a real, concrete power, consoles men's wounded hearts and lost hope. This love is unmatched. In times of uncertainty, your concerns serve as a beacon of hope. But it's normal to encounter scary forks in the path throughout life. Anytime you feel your heart tightening around fears, whether they be of failure, success, or the unknown, remember how much God loves you. It may give you the strength to go on, even when you don't know what the future holds, because it's stronger than fear. The beauty of God's love is that it is unending. No matter how good or adverse things are for you, His love will always be there. Unchanging, this unwavering love serves as a constant reminder of your love, appreciation, and the impending arrival of something wonderful in your life. Dreams, hopes, and objectives propel your path, yet uncertainty may occasionally surface. Am I adequate? Can I still try? Is this the correct way to handle situations like these? Let God's love envelop you. Take a moment to reflect. May it be a comfort to know that you are making progress toward the wonderful future God has planned for you, and that you are not alone. Your life will encounter numerous obstacles. When you realize that God's love is constant, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable difficulties, they become stepping stones on the path to greater heights. God's determination to see you through to the wonderful future He has planned for you is evidenced by His actions beyond mere observation. He is there for you every step of the way, sharing your joys and sorrows and matching them with His own tears. Believe in God's love. It gives you strength that is unshakable, confidence that is unbreakable, and hope that is endless. Sometimes the world's noise can drown out the soft whispers of God's love. But all it takes is a moment of silence, a brief pause to feel that warmth, that gentle embrace that says, "I am here." With this conviction, you can fly to great heights and fearlessly pursue your ambitions. On this life path, you are more than a simple passenger. You are more than a simple passenger. While you don the armor of a fighter, an adventurer, and a dreamer, always keep in mind that you are never really alone. My darling, as you go on, do not allow fear or uncertainty to stop you. Instead, let God's love push you forward, promising you a wonderful future full of happiness, prosperity, and boundless benefits. Prosperity and boundless benefits. God's love is your shield, your guide, and your inspiration. You should just have faith and love, rely on His guidance, and confidently go ahead. The future is here and now, not some faraway notion. A future that is not just amazing, but a glorious shower of God's infinite gifts. A cascade of love and grace is within reach when we are engulfed by God's love. Joining God on His journey might seem like navigating through a treacherous environment at times, but there is one oasis that stands out, a gushing cascade of God's gifts. The benefits of God are limitless, and many, my darling. They are like this waterfall, which is always prepared to surround you in its embrace. Grace. Imagine yourself standing under a cascading waterfall, feeling the invigorating sensation of the water's contact on your skin and the renewal of your soul. God's blessings never tire you and are always working to take care of you without you realizing it. Like the many little drops that combine to form a cascade, it is tempting to focus on the large blessings, the accomplishments, the milestones, the aspirations, and the times of joy and celebration. We are affected every day. The oxygen we breathe, the sunshine, and even the smile of this stranger are all indications of God's abundant blessings. Life sometimes presents obstacles during these significant events. It may seem like the waterfall is dry, but water can spring from the most unlikely places, even in the desert. Similarly, you will still receive God's benefits, no matter how difficult things become. They are there, offering reassurance and direction, even if they aren't always obvious. As each drop of water makes its way down the riverbed, finding its way past boulders and barriers along the way, so too are God's gifts, personalized just for you. In light of your requirements, desires, and goals, God's favor finds its way to you. They're one of a kind, intimate, and tailored to your every whim. In addition to material gifts, God's abundant grace includes the fortitude to face adversity head on, the discernment to know what's best for you, and the perseverance to overcome obstacles. My beloved child, the value of God's waterfall is greater than any lesson learned or difficulty conquered. There's more to it than that. There's also giving. You become a conduit that carries His blessings forward as you stand beneath this waterfall, showered in His gifts. When you speak a nice word, you are given the ability to bless others and bring the same grace and love into their lives that God bestows upon you. When you lend a helping hand or a just present for someone, you are blocking the flow of God's blessings, which might transform you into an inspiration of love, hope, and happiness. The more you count your benefits and give thanks to God, the more you'll see that thankfulness has a magical aspect. It magnifies the gifts, making them more obvious and real. Thanksgiving is like a ripple effect. It increases the flow and abundance of the waterfall with each passing instant. Standing beneath God's might also bring about a calm serenity, a cascade of blessings. It's a tranquility that rises beyond the mayhem of this world, a tranquility that is profound and unwavering. Being at peace with God is a gift in and of itself. It is a subtle reminder that God is always with you. You have a unique place under the waterfall of God's gifts. Even though the world might seem huge and overwhelming at times, remember, my darling, that this isn't a place you can constantly return to recharge, find comfort, and remember God's boundless love for you. You may feel exhausted, uncertain, or in search of a heavenly guarantee. Picture the waterfall in your mind's eye. Feel its gentle touch on your skin. Hear its calming roar, and know that God's blessings are limitless, present, and prepared to shower you with grace. They are the foundation of God's promises and eternal certainty. As amazing as life is, it is not without its share of lows. This unexpected voyage has its sunny days and its stormy days, but there is always one constant, one thing. Steadfast promises of God, my beloved child. Keep this in mind anytime you're going through a hard time or feeling exhausted. God's covenants are unshakable, like the huge mountains. God's promises, unlike the world's ephemeral words, will stand the test of time because they are based on His unending love for you. When you feel like you're about to give up, these pledges will be a lighthouse that guides you through the stormiest seas and darkest nights. When you feel yourself sinking into despair, remember that God has promised to be your rock. The reassuring presence of God will illuminate even the most intimate moments of your life. Much like the sun rising after the darkest night, being at your side is more than just words to Him. It's a commitment, a vow that He keeps day in and day out. At times, life might seem like navigating a perplexing labyrinth, complete with dead ends. Despite not knowing where to start or what direction to go, God promises to guide you, guiding you along the path. If you believe in His guidance, you will find the way. At times, it may seem like the whole world is pressing down on you, and you may find that even the smallest of actions is a battle. Hold on to the hope of strength that God offers in these times. He will make sure you are not disturbed. Embrace your true self. Through His vor, you will find the strength to recover, the bravery to go on, and the perseverance to overcome obstacles. Life is filled with obstacles, failures, and disappointments, but they are also part of the journey. Achievements, successes, and festivity despite all these storms. God has pledged to be your rock. No matter how rough the waves grow, He will never abandon you. Instead, He will keep you near, making sure you are safe, secure, and grounded. One of God's greatest gifts is His promise of love. It has no limits, no conditions, and will last forever. Nothing, not a single slip-up, will ever be able to break this love. Keep in mind that God's love surrounds you, and He values you, even when you don't feel loved or desired. You are a special and exceptional human being, my beloved child, in a world where everything is constantly changing and nothing remains the same. The unwavering promises of God are like pillars supporting your life. They provide direction, purpose, and meaning. These promises are more than words on a page. They demonstrate God's steadfast love for you. I firmly believe that trust, faith, and belief, even during the most challenging times, serve as a gentle reminder that God's promises are gifts. In times of difficulty, have faith that God has a perfect plan for your life, and trust that He is guiding you towards a better, more fulfilling destiny. So, when the going gets tough, the journey seems endless, or the end goal seems unattainable, take a moment to reflect on God's promises. In every moment, with every breath, and with every pulse, may God's promises be the source of your motivation, your hope, and the love that envelops you. Reflect His unwavering dedication to you at that place. Resonate with you. You serve as a beacon of hope during challenging times, a gentle comfort during periods of solitude, and a source of quiet comfort amidst a turbulent world. Being faithful gives God the power to create a life story that is entirely yours within the vast fabric of existence. You can't do without your thread. It enriches the design with its vibrancy, texture, and aesthetic value. You should cherish every moment, learn from every experience, and always remember that you are a part of something bigger than yourself. Subscribe to a larger channel. If you have faith in Jesus, you will be able to see the splendor of God's design when you look back. As you look back, you'll see the highs and lows, and you'll know that everything you've gone through has prepared you for a happy, meaningful future. As you go through life, my precious kid, always keep in mind that you have people who care about you. You are not alone. God is watching over you, loving you, and making sure His plan for your life turns out perfectly. Put your faith in it. Follow His guidance and enjoy the ride ahead. There are high points along the way in life. As you navigate through the highs and lows, joy and sorrow, challenges and triumphs, my beloved, never forget this. I am immensely proud of you. You should be proud, not because of anything you've done or received, but rather because of the kind of person you are at your core, the kind of person who greets each day with optimism and bravery. I am completely elated. Embracing life's uncertainties and unpredictabilities is no picnic, but you do it with poise, strength, and determination. Your unwavering will to continue moving ahead fills me with enormous pride. Keep in mind all the instances when you faltered and fell because things didn't work out the way you expected. You persevered during those moments when you were on the verge of giving up. My darling, you got back up, brushed yourself off, and kept going. My heart is filled with pride at such occasions, because you can overcome obstacles by facing them head on and never giving up. You have a strong character. However, sometimes you show love, compassion, and kindness to others, even in small ways. I saw several acts of kindness, such as sharing a little or large meal or assisting someone in need, and I am proud of each one. With your kind and loving heart, you embody my very nature. There were times when you felt uncertain, scared, and insecure. Even when you were weak and doubting yourself, you clung to your faith, prayed, and asked for direction. There were lonely nights and days. Know that my pride in your faith grew stronger with each hushed prayer and tear you shed. My darling, despite the challenges you faced, in the face of adversity, your resilience and determination shine through. It's not just the major life events that fill me with pride. It's also the seemingly little ones, like the times you showed tolerance instead of hostility, compassion instead of criticism, and forgiveness instead of resentment. What these decisions and times reveal about your soul's demise is profound. Your journey has been unique and full of challenges, but you've handled it with grace. I am really proud of you because every choice you've made and every road you've taken has contributed to your development into the amazing person you are now. My darling, the number of mows, plaudits, and recognition you receive does not affect my pride in you. The love I have for you is timeless and limitless. It is the foundation of my unending pride in you. You are a product of my imagination and an expression of who I am. Embodiment of my love. Each breath you breathe and each step you take enhances the harmony of life, making it more beautiful and full of meaning. As you go along this path, remember that I am by your side, bearing you proudly and showering you with my blessings. Ultimately, my only wishes for you are joy, satisfaction, and excellent taste. I want you to recognize your worth, accept the love around you, and share your happiness. There are dangers that shine with joy and those that fade away with sorrow. Difficulties and hardships, my darling. The intricate patterns of perseverance, fortitude, and tolerance you have woven during the most challenging times inspire me. Each test you passed, each difficulty you conquered, was a thread in the tapestry of your life. Your tapestry is more beautiful and richer because of these phases, which may have hurt at the time but have strengthened you. Your ability to bounce back quickly from setbacks is inspirational. It exemplifies resilience. Your resilience and perseverance remain unwavering in the face of adversity, be it a personal setback, a professional obstacle, or a health scare. Your tenacity shows that strength is more than just physical strength. It's also mental and emotional grit that drives you forward. You were resolute in the face of adversity. Your resilience served as a barrier between yourself and feelings of hopelessness and despair. And lastly, there was patience, an unsung hero. Patience is the quality that stands out and makes your tapestry unique. It's about waiting, about understanding that everything has its time, and about believing in the beauty of the future, even when the present seems bleak. Your patience, particularly during times of uncertainty, has been your guiding star, leading you towards brighter horizons. Type 'em in if your love for God is on par with your passion for patience and perseverance. Absolutely amazing. This special combination is what has carried you through the worst of times. Think back on the times when you were completely overwhelmed, yet you kept going, even though you thought it was your last chance. Little by little, things began to change because you persisted in your quiet resolve, prayed quietly, and kept your heart optimistic. A fresh day broke once the storm had gone. These changes clearly demonstrate your incredible resilience, my darling. The path you take with. Everyone has been closely monitoring every move. Every tear, smile, and helping hand you have offered has felt your presence. We have not ignored anything you've done, including the challenges you've faced and the successes you've achieved. Remember that you have support as you continue to weave your story together. Your bravery is inspiring, and I am here to share in your joys and commiserations as you face these difficult times. Everyone who is lucky enough to know you finds inspiration in your strength, patience, and tenacity. Follow your path. Additionally, I want for you the opportunity to reflect on your worth and acknowledge the incredible strength and beauty that you possess. You are an inspiration to others, a sign of strength and determination, and a light in the darkness. Faith, persistence, and a little patience can conquer any obstacle. Your tapestry is a beautiful reminder of that. Finally, know that no matter how hard things get, they are temporary. What you have shown are attributes of strength, resilience, and your patience will last forever. Your footsteps will mark time. Much obliged for your time. If you liked this video and found it useful, please subscribe to our channel for more. Until we meet again, make sure you always stay updated by clicking the bell symbol. Stay safe, and we'll catch up with you in the next installment. Your lover is about to undergo a transformation and fall madly in love with you. According to Angel, the love and change you've experienced together will be with you, always, strengthening the link between you two. You will have a more peaceful and satisfying relationship as you both develop and change together. My blessings will engulf you by the end of this movie. God promises. People will go out of their way to help you. Fortune will smile upon you, and you will experience nothing but good fortune. Have faith in the way your life unfolds. Divine guidance and protection guide you. This message serves as a reminder of that. Type, I pray that God will bless you. Amen. God is guiding you towards opportunities and experiences that will enrich your life. So seize this comfort and continue to nurture your trust. Being receptive to the generosity and compassion of others might help you develop and find your purpose in life. The love, joy, and abundance that God has promised you will continue to pour into your life if you only have a thankful heart and don't stray from your journey. This video's appearance is a sign from God that a fresh start is on the horizon for you. Have confidence in it. Accept it with gratitude and faith. Trust the universe and its timing. But don't forget to take action. Learn from your experiences and grow along the way. Keeping a positive outlook and being open to opportunities will help. But you also need to be prepared to put in the hard work and dedication required to make your dreams a reality. Following this well-rounded strategy will lead you to your heart's contentment. Anyone who believes in God should subscribe to our channel. God says, when I look at you, I see a... Remain resolute, my lovely warrior. Your decisions do not define you. Your love is my lifeblood. You have the ability to overcome adversity and find redemption in this message, which serves as a profound reminder of your innate value, perseverance, and inner strength. The end. If you are a believer in God, take heart in the unconditional love and affirmation you get from God, and let it propel you onward. Always keep in mind that the decisions you've made in the past are not indicative of who you are, but rather lessons that shape your present and future. The path to betterment and self-knowledge. Realizing your resilience and receiving God's unconditional love will give you the courage to keep going, knowing you are loved and supported. God will complete everything He began in your life, transforming the delay into a miracle for you. God will write a new song in your heart. Divine timing is at work, and delays are only part of the bigger picture that will lead to a better outcome in the end. As this message promises you, wishing the best of luck and joy for you, put your faith in God's knowledge and direction. As you stay determined and trust in God, you will see that the delays and setbacks you experience are really opportunities for development and change. They will turn out to be amazing breakthroughs that show you God's plan for your life. Type "God willing" during this month. God says, "I will aid you more than you know if you follow His advice." If you ever felt like giving up, I would give you encouragement instead. Knowledge. Whenever you felt lonely or unhappy, I was there to lift you up. I laid the groundwork for you when you were disoriented. No matter what, I am here to help you overcome any obstacle. I will protect you and your loved ones, and I will provide you with encouragement. Bible says everyone's path to fulfillment includes bowel scars. Everyone suffers from wounds. Unexpected sickness or loss are examples of things that may happen to us. Opposing forces surround us. A lot of us mess up. Achieving your purpose requires you to see your wounds from a positive perspective rather than wallow in self-pity over your hardships. Get a fresh outlook instead of wallowing in self-pity about how unfair everything was. God healed you, despite the adversary's attempts to hinder you. What does it mean to have a scar as evidence? You're totally okay with it. It has no impact on you. You're at peace. God's hand spared you from defeat. One day, God will make you forget all the hurt from the past. He will compensate, amaze you. You won't remember. When you wake up, you won't be thinking. You will wake up feeling very fortunate, regardless of who wronged you. Even if you're feeling down and disheartened because of the loss, God will lift your spirits so that you can only think about how thankful you are. An indescribable delight and profound contentment will wash over you. In order to continue forward, you must let go of certain things. The more you cling to a door that God shuts, the more unhappy you'll be when the manna stops for a set amount of time. The waiting area, the source of all your tension and suffering, is about to disappear, to be replaced with something absolutely delightful. I pray that I may seize it with faith in God's purpose and a renewed spirit of optimism. The melody of "In Your Heart," a new song on the horizon, will fill you with happiness, thankfulness, and the profound contentment that stems from knowing that everything unfolds as it should. As you wholeheartedly embrace this adventure, allow the heavenly tunes of your life to lead you to your greatest potential. Timing of God's blessings is unpredictable. The best moments often come at the most unexpected times. May the month end with a shower of divine blessings, even when things seem bleak and blessings seem far away. This message is a reminder to hold on to your faith and hope. Blessings from above might show up when you least anticipate them. The exact moment is often a mystery. These gifts and possibilities may be yours if you have a positive outlook and have faith in God's plan. Remember to be grateful for past and future blessings while traveling. Be receptive to the many ways God may enrich her life and work on cultivating a thankful attitude. Believe in the wisdom of the divine and have faith that wonderful things may happen at the most unexpected times. Keep your faith strong inside you and be a light to the world. Let your charitable acts bring glory to your Heavenly Father. Matthew 5:16 encourages you to live a life that demonstrates your principles, kindness, and compassion, and affection. Ultimately, inspiring others by serving as a positive role model. By letting your inner light shine, show the world the difference that a life governed by faith, compassion, and honesty can make. Your acts of kindness will have a profound impact on others around you, motivating them to pursue personal spiritual development, and in the end, giving glory to God. Remember that no matter how far you go on your journey, no matter how little you give, the impact will increase. Helping other people improves your own life, while simultaneously making the world a better, more compassionate, and more interconnected place. The Son of God, Jesus Christ, does not vacillate between saying yes and no. Silas, Timothy, and I told you about him, and as God's ultimate yes, he always follows through. May your light shine brightly and be an encouragement to others. Verse 19 of 2 Corinthians 1 emphasizes how Jesus Christ was unfaltering in his devotion to doing God's will. The sermon's central theme is that Jesus exemplifies everything that God has promised and is therefore the only trustworthy source. Faith in Jesus and obedience to his commands will give you peace of mind that his promises will never fail. When you put your trust in Christ, you will have the peace that comes from having an unchanging and reliable heavenly presence guide you. Keep on the path of spiritual growth, because Jesus Christ is our Lord. My dear child, may this message be a gentle reminder to cling to Jesus Christ's unfaltering promises and to find comfort in understanding that his teachings provide a solid foundation for a life brimming with meaning, affection, and spiritual development. May you be blessed by God.